Okay, going live. Hello everyone, I am Sanjay Gupta. I welcome you on Sanjay Gupta Tech School. This is episode 10 of Salesforce OmniStudio Bootcamp Season 2. And one more time, I have Abhishek with me. Welcome, Abhishek, on the platform. So, Abhishek will be delivering few more scenarios related to OmniScript. So, in last session, he discussed like how we can connect OmniScript with Data Raptor and IP. So today also he will be demonstrating few more features of OmniScript so that you can understand how to implement it properly. Okay, so with this note, I hand over to Abhishek so that he can introduce himself and then we'll start.
Yeah, thank you, Sanjay. So, hey everyone, myself Abhishek, and I'm working as a Salesforce Velocity developer in this community since 5+ years now. And I have done some certifications around Velocity as well as Salesforce, and mainly the certification around Velocity is like OmniStudio developer and industry CPQ developer, and also I have health insurance quoting developer and some certification around Salesforce as well. So, yeah, that's it about me.
Okay, so if you want to join a group of like a community group of resources, freshers, and experienced folks, so you can scan this QR code. So this is a Telegram group where more than 4,000 people are connected and they are discussing whatever is happening in Salesforce ecosystem. So you can also join and become part of this. And you can share feedback and reviews about the bootcamp through comments on the videos. And you can reach out to us if you need more information, more knowledge. Okay, so I think with this note, we can jump onto the scenario that we are going to discuss today. So basically, in today's session, you will learn about OmniScript purely, and in previous session, Abhishek explained you like how you can create the records with the help of OmniScript by passing data into IP and data raptor. So today you will see how we can get the data, how we can update the data, and how we can apply validations. Right. So over to you.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Sanjay. So, in today's session, what we're going to do is in the OmniScript, we will fetch data with the help of type head block, which we have already seen into the previous sessions. And once we select an account which will be coming in type head block, then we will be providing a functionality to edit that record as well. Let's say if you want to update the name or active field, and after that, with the help of data after post action, we will be updating the record into the backend. So I mean, like till now, we updated all the records with the help of IP and data after only by providing temporary values from the preview. But now we will be providing actual values from the UI, and we will be using data raptors to update into the backend. Also, there is one more thing when we talk about UI or user interface, we always talk about validation, right? So uh, basically, these in OmniScript also we can apply some sort of validation on according to business case conditions. So that also we will be seeing in today's session. So let's jump into the org. So first of all, we will do the updation scenario with the help of type head block and data raptor. Then after that, we will do the validation part. So I'm gonna create a new OmniScript. Let's give it a name like update account record. Yeah. So in the first step, what we're gonna do is, first of all, we're gonna be selecting an account with the help of type ahead block. Okay. So let's give the name the step as select account, and from the build you can search for type ahead block. You can drag and drop this type ahead block.
So Abhishek, mostly whenever
Um,
we need to get the data, so we use this type ahead, right?
Yeah, I mean, like it depends. If you want to create some sort of functionality where you want to see something like, I mean, like whenever we select some sort of lookup value on any record, so as we are typing, the matched records are coming. So if you
Okay.
want to build that functionality, you can
Then
use the typepad block, or let's say if you want to fetch a exact account, right? So you can take a text value and pass it to the data after extract action.
okay, okay.
So here I'm gonna say search account, and in this type ahead block, we're gonna pass we're gonna use a data after extract action. I mean, like these all things we have already explained to you into the last session. So we'll call it as TRE extract account, and I have already created one data after. I think this one, fetch accounts. And if I open this data raptor, in this data raptor, we are passing a parameter called param. And in that param, we will be passing the name value. So if you look at the data raptor, we are saying where name like param, whatever value we will pass. And in the output, we will get the active field, ID field, and the name field. So this will be param, and here we're gonna pass the search account. So whatever we will type into the type ahead block, that will get passed to your data record. So till this part we have already done into the last session. If we go to preview and just test it out, we can do that as well. So let's say I'm gonna search for SGTS. Okay. So as you can see, this is showing me the whole JSON which is coming from your data raptor right now. So for fixing that, or for I mean, like if you just want to see the name value, so we can type in the name, because our name is coming into the name keyword. Okay. So now in the type ahead key, if I type name, then it will show only the name. Let's go back and do the design. I mean, like preview, and let's say LCTS. Now it will show only the names from the account, and as soon as I select any account, in my data JSON part of OmniScript, I can see whatever values are coming from the data raptor, like name, ID, and active. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the second part that we will perform is we're gonna add one more step into it for editing it, and we're gonna name it like edit account, and I mean, like as part of our scenario, we will be updating either name or active or both. So we're gonna take two elements. For name, we're gonna take the text element, and for active, we're gonna take the select element. Okay. And let's say I'm gonna give this name as account name, and this one I'm gonna give account active. And for that active, we have to add the values as well. So in the select element, we can click on this add new option, and from here we can add the values for the pick list. So this is I mean, like we have added the values manually right now. We can do another thing as well. If I select the S object, I mean, like this one is also have been explained in previous session. But if I do like this, then also it will show me the values from the account. I mean, like now we don't have to enter the manual values manually. Okay. And okay, let's go to the preview and let's see if we are able to fetch the, I mean, like if we are able to pre-populate the values which are fetched from your type ahead or not. So I'm selecting SGTS, and if I click on next, so as we can see, we are able to fetch the values, but these values are not pre-populated yet, right? So for pre-populating, there are two options that we have. First option is we have this default value thing. Here we can give the path, let's say name, because the account name is coming into the name parameter. And if I go to preview again and if I'll do all the things again, let's say SGTS, and if I click on next now, oh, so still the value is not populated. The reason is because this name is contained into the search account block, then in select account, correct? So I'm going to copy this and put it into the JSON blob so that I can copy the key nodes. So first is your select account. If I go to name again and select account, then colon, and then in this, we have this search account block, colon, then we have the name, right? Now, if I go to preview and do the whole thing again, it will show me the values. SGTS and next. Okay, it's still not able to fetch. Okay. Just give me a second. So SGTS, okay, it's into the search account. Oh, I think that's the issue. Not sure, but yes, I think we have given extra space here. Yeah, now we can see the value is pre-populated for the name, correct? But I mean, like, this is kind of a long way of doing it. So I'll tell you another trick how we can pre-populate the values. So what you can do is you can keep the element name of your wherever you are setting the values, which is coming from your data raptor. So for like name, it is coming as name, and for active, it is coming as active. So I have changed the element name of the text properties by name, and I'm gonna change the for the active one also by the active. Now I don't need to give the a default value in it. Like if I go again into the preview and I'm gonna select the account again, and if I click next, as you can see, the name and the active field are now pre-populated, and we haven't given the default values to these elements. So what it will do now is it will automatically pre-populate all the values that are coming from your data raptor. So the only thing that we needed to do is we just have to match the key part which is coming from your data raptor to your element names. Like this is your element name and this is your element name. Okay. So this will be a bit shorter way of pre-populating the values. Other way also you can do it. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a data raptor to update the values. So it will be data raptor post action. Okay. And like we'll say DRP update account. And I don't know, but let's see if I have a data raptor created already or not. Okay, let's do one thing. I'm going to create a new data raptor. DRP update account. Okay. Accounts. Okay. And in this one, what we can do is we will just create the mapping for account and into the fields. Yeah. So now what we have to do is, if I go to preview, SGTS, so we have to do the mappings part. I'll copy. So I mean, like whatever values we have here, it's under the edit account, correct? So I'm gonna paste here this and go copy this, and for the name, what we're gonna do is edit account name. For the active one, I'm gonna do active and active. For the ID will be coming from this select account, correct? Select account, then colon this search account block, then colon, then we have the ID. So this is how we have to update the account. So basically we have created 3 mappings, and from your OmniScript data JSON, we have to do the mappings for all for updating the account record. So this is how we have created the mappings into the data raptor post action. And I'm gonna copy this data raptor name. I'm gonna go to preview and select this one. Okay. And I'm gonna preview it again, and we'll do the final execution of this one now. So SGTS, okay. And before that, I'm gonna open that account record as well into the backend, so that I think this is the one. Yep. So for this one, we have the active field as no. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna update the Abhishek SGTS test 1 to test 2, and the active will be as yes. I'm gonna click next. And if I go to the actual record now, and if I refresh this tab, the name has become the test 2, and the active value for this one has become the yes, right? So this is the first part of our scenario. So I mean, like here you will not be able to this is not looking good from the preview. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add this OmniScript to the home page, and also we're gonna add one navigation action also, so that we can navigate to the account record as well. So for that one, we need the account ID from our data JSON. We're gonna call it navigate to account. And here record object API name is account, and our record ID will be it will be contained into this variable into the OmniScript. And I'm gonna click the activate version for just just for showing purpose. And we're gonna add it to the home page. It'll take a bit of time because Salesforce will take some time to load it. Edit page, and our OmniScript name is OS update account. So it will be created as a LWC into the Salesforce. We can search for update account from here. It will be visible here in the custom section. Yeah, as we can see, we have our OmniScript here. I'm gonna drag and drop. Let's say here. Let's save it. Go back. And yeah, now we will do all the things from here. I mean, like from preview, it was not looking like a proper functionality, but from here we will be able to see it. So the SGTS test 2 is coming as 1 is coming as 2 because we have updated it. Let's say we're gonna update it to 3, and again the active will be no. If
Yeah,
I click on next,
we
I
were,
will be able to.
sorry to interrupt, we were getting the pre-populated value as well.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah, it is
So
updated.
it is updated, and also the active value to no. So now I mean, like it's looking like a complete functionality, right?
And
So
pre-population is
yeah.
optional.
Sorry.
Pre-population of the values is optional, right?
Yeah.
But if we are editing the record, then anyhow we need to pre-populate. Then only it will make sense. So, yep, that is
Correct.
important.
So I hope it is clear. And
Yeah.
according to our second example or scenario, we have to show some sort of validation. So I mean, like the scenario that we have created is we will create a custom field on account called age, and whenever it is less than 18, we will show an error message to the user that you cannot further proceed until you are 18, until you are not 18 plus.
Okay.
So first of all, I'm gonna go and create a field on account record. Account object. Okay. So what I can do in that case is I'll take any other value.
So
Give me a second.
you need number field, right?
Yeah, I need a number field, but when I'm clicking on new, this is showing some sort of error.
Just click on that link. Click here to open this page, and I think pop-ups are blocked.
Oh,
So
okay. Let's do into the classic. Yeah, I think you are right. Correct. Thanks, Sanjay. So it will be a number field. Next, let's call it age. Okay. Let's go back to our OmniScript. And we're going to update our OmniScript accordingly now. So we will fetch the age value as well from the account record, and we will add one more input element into the edit screen, and we're gonna add the validation to it. First of all, I'm gonna add one more mapping. Age. And into the edit screen, I'm gonna take one more field, number field. It will be number field. And the mapping that we will do is age. And in the post action also, we're gonna make the mapping for age. So it will be edit account. This is equal into age. And here you're gonna select the age. Okay. Now let's just check if the age value is getting populated or not, so that our functionality is completed. Then we will add the validation. So age will be coming as blank because we haven't given anything. I'm gonna say 20 for now. Next, and our account record should be updated with the age value, which is 20. So that is working fine.
Yeah.
Now, how we can add a validation? So there is a thing called in, there is an element called in OmniScript called as messaging element. Okay. So what this messaging element will do? First of all, I'm going to drag and drop this messaging element here. Okay. The UI is lagging actually.
Yeah, maybe you can refresh the page.
Yep, I think I have to do it. Oh, okay. It got added.
So we
Okay.
need to place this after the age. Like
Yeah,
this one.
like wherever you can place it, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So what this messaging element does is, in the message, I'll tell you the theory part of it. You can add some sort of conditions into your messaging element, and according to that conditions, you can show some sort of error message, warning message, or success message. Okay. So let's say I'm gonna name it as like age validation. Let's call it as age validation. And okay. And show message as inline or toast. Inline will be okay. I'll show you both the options. No worries. First of all, we'll go with the inline, and then we have two options over here. First is the true part, and second is the false part. So we'll come back here once we have added this validate expression. Okay. As soon as you will expand this one, you can click on this validate expression, and here you can give the conditions. Like what I want is my age should be always greater than 18. So I'm gonna say if my age is less than 18, okay, then I want to show some sort of error. Okay. So, okay, let's do it other way around. My age is greater than 18 or not. Okay. So if it is not greater than 18, then it will go to the false part.
Okay, so it is kind of if else. If it is true,
Correct.
then success. If it is false, then it will be required, like some sort of error it will throw.
Correct. So basically, whatever condition that you will write over here, if it is getting success, if it is true, then it will go to the true part. If it is false, then it will go to the false part. Okay. I think this is clear. Now, it's up to you. When it is true, what you want to show. You want to show a success message, you want to show a warning message, or you want to show a comment message. If it is false, what you want to do? Success, warning, or comment. And there is one more thing into the false part, requirement. Requirement is equals to your validation. That if this validation is not getting passed, you cannot proceed further. Okay.
Right.
So let's say, and in the third column, you can give the message. Let's say I want to give whenever my age is less than 18, I'm gonna say age must be greater than 18. And if it is success, I don't want to do anything. So I'm gonna just click this checkbox, active to uncheck.
Okay.
Okay. Now now there are two parts that we will again come here and we will see. First is the show message as inline and what is requirement, success, warning, and comment. Okay. First of all, we're gonna go with our requirement. So if I'm gonna go and preview it, I'm gonna select the account, click on next. So right now my age is 20, which is pre-populated from the account. Let's say I'm gonna make the change and I'm gonna do the 17. So you can see there is a error message is coming which says age must be greater than 18. And if I click on next, it will not proceed. I'm clicking on next, but it is not getting proceed yet. If I do 18, then also it will come because it should be greater than 18.
Right.
Okay.
And this
Now I'm
this
gonna go to
this error is
Oh, sorry.
basically inline, right? Because it is coming
Correct.
in the component itself.
Now if I do the toast, so there will be again two things: dismissible, paster, and sticky. So basically, I mean, like it's a type of the toast. So I'm gonna go with the dismissible, which will be, I mean, like went away after 2 or 3 seconds. So let's go here and again do all the things. SGTS. Next. See,
Yeah, toast
age
message.
must be correct. So if I do 17, the toast message is coming as 18.
Yeah.
If I click on next, the toast will always come. So this is the difference between this toast or inline. Now, other thing is, what are these requirements, success, and warning? So let's say if I'm gonna go with the warning. Okay. Now in that case, what will happen? It will show me an error message into the yellow box, but it will not stop me moving forward. So it will show me the message into a yellow box as a warning sign, but if I'll click on next, I will be able to move ahead. So the requirement means it is a mandatory validation. If
Right.
you are going with the comment or warning, then it's not a mandatory validation. Okay, and let's say I'm gonna do this again with the requirement, and I'm gonna check the success message as active, and let's say all good. I'm gonna give that all good. You're all set. So now what will happen? SGTA and next. So as you can see, I mean, like whenever the condition is getting true, the message is coming as all good. I'm gonna go to the 17, the error message will change. I'm gonna do 19, the error message will again say all good. Right? So this is how you can add your validations into any sort of screen, and you can play around the validate expression, and then you accordingly you can show the error message.
Yeah, I think it is very helpful in real-time scenarios also. Like whenever we want to put some validation, I think we can use it.
Yeah, and also we're gonna see this thing from the homepage as well.
Okay.
So the reason why I will be showing this functionality from the homepage as well, because I mean, like I just wanted to explain explain the functionality of OmniStudio, that till now you haven't written any sort of code into your org, Salesforce org, any LWC, any Apex, anything, but you are able to do so many things with the help of just drag and drop things. So SGTS, I'm gonna select again. I'm gonna click next. I'm gonna give 17. Error message is coming. So I mean, like if you will write this sort of code or functionality with all the condition into your LWC component, it will take at least 3 to 4 days for a beginner or an immediate level developer. But with the help of OmniStudio, we can do it in like 40 minutes,
Yeah.
40 minutes, 45 minutes. So that's the benefit of using OmniStudio. So we're gonna complete the updation part. Click next. and age is 21. So I think, yeah, Sanjay, that's it for today's scenarios.
Yeah, I think lots of new things learners might have understood. And I can see in the chat people are appreciating our efforts. So all the OmniStudio credit goes to you. Because of you, lots of Salesforce developers are like learning OmniStudio, and like if they learn pretty well, so it will be another option for them to apply for the jobs. If they are switching for jobs, they can add one more skill set like OmniStudio, they know. And in all the industry clouds, I think OmniStudio is needed nowadays. So I really appreciate your efforts, and I want to thank the community people also, those who are like uh, watching the content and having faith in us, and appreciating the content. I can see one more request from Ramesh. He's asking for some interview questions. So, a thought came in my mind, like lots of content is available on my channel, but there is no Salesforce mock interview session I have conducted so far. So, I think Abhishek, we can plan some mock interview sessions, like
Yeah,
where we can prepare a set of questionnaire already, and then we can go and maybe someone from community we can invite with us, right? So that sort of new boot camp I am going to plan. So along with OmniStudio, we can cover other segments of Salesforce like admin flows. We can cover development related things like Apex and LWC, right? Because these are very much important. And if we do the discussions and if people are watching those sessions, so it will help them to learn like how to express the answer and how to relate them with the real implementations. So we can do both type of sessions, like for freshers separate sessions, for experienced professionals separate sessions. So I think that will help the community as well.
yeah, for sure, Sanjay. And also, like, interview questions are available around the internet as well. But
Hmm.
I mean, like, those questions don't tell folks like how to answer them.
Yeah.
So with the bootcamp that you are planning, that they will get an idea like with this question, these are the touch points that we should tell the interviewer. So that will
Right.
be really helpful.
Yeah, because explanation is important, and how to express it. It totally depends, like whether you will be hired or not. Because in interview we hardly get half an hour or 1 hour time to impress the interviewer. So
Correct.
if they will be watching those kind of sessions, so I think it will really help. Okay, so maybe from April I can start those things. So for Omni Studio again, I will trouble you.
Yeah,
And
no
yeah.
problem.
Okay, guys. So we will be having two more sessions. One on OmniStudio, OmniScript. So one more scenario is pending, and that will be related to LWC, like how OmniScript we can relate with LWC. So that we will do in the next session. And other than that, one more session will be there in which we will be connecting everything: Data Raptor, IP, OmniScript, and FlexCard. Okay, so those two sessions we'll try to complete this month, and next month we will be doing the project implementation on OmniStudio. So we will be having end-to-end use case in simple layman terms, and then how you can decide like technically what things you need to implement, and which tool you need to use, which component you need to build. So everything we will try to explain. Okay, so those project sessions will really improve your knowledge, because right now you are learning things individually, but in the project you will be implementing everything all together.
Correct.
Okay, so yep, this is the plan for future in this bootcamp. So I think four to minimum four or maximum six sessions will be there. So next month, like mid of April, this bootcamp will be completed. Okay, so thank you so much for joining today's session, guys, and those who are watching the recording. Thanks to you. Okay, thank you, Abhishek, for your time. So we'll
Yeah,
have next session soon.
sure, Sanjay.
Okay. Thank you.